Hey guys, thanks for watching Geronimo Money. Today's April 15th, and in today's video, we're going to be going over a quick market update and then reviewing two Web 2 companies that are entering into the Web 3 space, and then pivoting to some projects that are somewhat time sensitive for this weekend, and then a few projects that you just want to turn your notifications on and try to get that whitelist for. Before we go into that content, just want to let you know, not a financial advisor, always do your own research and enter into the NFT space at your own risk and peril. So let's pivot to what's on your screen right now. This is the Fear and Greed Index for crypto. Market sentiment from last week, we definitely downgraded and went into extreme fear from fear, and a few market catalysts, right? But just really micro level. The markets are responding to CPI data. Retail investors are getting liquidated by big institutions, and this is kind of a really volatile season just for crypto, US stock markets, domestic, and then NFT land. So let's look at some of the analytics in Dune Analytics from OpenSea. Now these are all secondary sales, right? And you can see that this is definitely going on a bottom right trajectory, and over the past couple of days, we've been in a kind of a $50 million or $70 million support line. So as you're positioning yourself and you're looking for projects, like, try to reduce your exposure, get the lowest entry cost. And if you do a degen play, I mean, degen is just completely speculative or swing plays, right? Where you kind of just want to gamble. Just make sure you have high conviction in that, or if you're okay with losing that money, you're okay losing that money. So I like to look at this information, right? We look at April 14th, first time buyers is at 6,700, and then returning buyers at 54,000. Now, definitely higher from the November lulls that we experienced last bear market, but just something to earmark and be aware of. Normally NFT collections typically pump throughout the weekend, and I know Coachella's this weekend, so a few projects are having some type of endorsements or affiliate marketing in that. And one comes to mind is Suzuki, but a lot of people are like, okay, great, well, where's all this money going to? It's typically your usual suspects, right? 24-hour most expensive purchases. I'm getting all this information from Nansen. So, right, you go through here and it's Bored Ape Yacht Club, it's CryptoPunks, it's your Doodles, it's Suzuki, Gutter Cat Gang, but this here can really give you an idea and a litmus test of kind of where money is gravitating towards. There's still people kind of minting projects and getting things off of secondary sales, but you'll see that here, mint sales 30,000 and secondary sales 208,000. So mint sales, right? I mean, collections right now in the meta is just what the kind of market trend is people are dropping their collections to 5,000, 10,000, and some people have a 10,000 collection and then they say, okay, only 20% minted out. We're going to omit and we're going to kind of shorten the collection from 10,000 to 5,000. And then you'll see that that's a common trend right now. And for anyone in the NFT land, this is definitely a red flag in terms of just where the volume is going and obviously where liquidity is moving in and out. Or maybe it's just a litmus test on how the project didn't really execute on kind of market sentiment or marketing. So I always like to go over this information as we're going through the NFT space and we're doing our own research. This is just information that you should do as an investor in terms of looking at kind of solid projects. Now, pivoting off to an article that was just released on April 14th, Archie Comics and Palm NFT Studio wants fans to co-create comics future series. So this is a common trend. This is what happened kind of last year, where as an investor, you could dictate what the characters are doing. I haven't really seen anything really successful happen yet, so I do see some reservations in this. I share this with you more so because this kind of validates that more companies want to add NFTs to the balance sheet or participate in Web3, right? And you can see that Archieverse NFT, if you want to follow this, about 5,000 followers already, and reading through some of the comments, it is not really well reserved. There's definitely, right, the Web 2 versus Web 3 culture right now on Twitter. And then if you go through here, this is another Web 2 company. It's Life, right? Life Picture Collection to release NFT collection on known origin from iconic photo archive. Now, I don't know if this was announced yet, but you can see that Life here has about 4.1 million followers. So there's that kind of sentiment in Web3 of like, you are really early. The collection hasn't been released yet, but I mean, the market sentiment, you can't please everyone. These are just things that you should know or be aware of in kind of macro level, kind of where money is going and where future companies are positioning for from a technology aspect, marketing, and then just from an overall kind of perception in the market space, right? So those are the two Web2 companies pivoting into the NFT land. And then just to review, these are some projects that I'm gunning for this weekend. This is Ox Studio. This this is actually really brilliant. So what they're doing is they're doing a artist first Web3 as a service. So right, if you're in software as a service land, really great model. If you're able to procure like really great team members, marketing, and if you're able to provide the infrastructure to support your end user or client, right? So basically, in a nutshell, macro level, Ox Studio, what they're doing is they're saying, hey, you know what, if you're an artist or if you need resources, infrastructure, marketing, from a technology perspective, we got you. Not only from creating a project, but also from an investor. A lot of people will say, oh, this is similar to, you know, like a Zoom, or it's similar to like a Microsoft or Amazon Web Service, where it's kind of a subscription model. They're trying to adopt this. It's called Web3 as a service. Now, really great. I mean, big brain thinking. You can do this yourself and kind of arm yourself, network in the Web3 land, and then kind of pivot yourself for this and position yourself in the Web3 land. So Ox Studio, and why am I sharing this with you? Because they haven't done this before. Pardon me, I haven't ran across this before in other projects, but they're essentially saying, you know what, our web service, Web3 as a service, we're going to drop a pass for any holders. And if you get the actual pass, it's limited to about 1,000 NFTs. And they say, hey, you know what, we have 4 projects that we're working on, and you can mint 1 out of all of the 4 just for being in our Ox Studio ecosystem. Now, clicking in and looking at the micro level, right? So access the private mint round, first mint of phase 1, and you can speculate that if they do well, there'll be a phase 2 and phase 3, so on and so forth. Projects like these, they will typically add more value for the investors by, right, you helping them co-market, and then more projects saying, oh, great, you know, they executed really well, I want to use their service. So I could see this really snowballing if they're able to execute. And to be frank, on the market sentiment, all 4 projects are doing well from the marketing side and doing a great job with engagements. So just really high level, right? It's going to be a 1,000 NFT collection. More so really about like 700, just because of the way this is structured. 80 NFTs are going to the team and treasury, and then 100 to the actual alums, maybe those early founders who are able to participate, and then 100 to public, and then 720 in a subsequent drop. So they're going to be releasing the mint date this weekend, and it's going to be in kind of batches where it's only 100s allocated. Red flag, just as an investor, this may be botted, so you might be fighting against bots or high gas fees, depending on how the contract has been optimized. So that's still yet to be determined. So put your notifications on, because today is April 15th. They're going to be dropping this April 16th. So shout out to anyone who has their notifications on. And this is one of the projects that is actually a part of the Ox Studio ecosystem. It's called Dreamy. Awesome kind of following right now. This was just announced a couple of days ago, and they already have about 9,000 followers. So you want to put this in your kind of playbook in terms of something that you want to gun for. Ox Studio is doing an amazing job, and any artist or team that they're supporting, they're doing a great job in terms of marketing, right? So this is project number 1. Project number 2 is Ugly People. They already have 85,000 followers here in their social media, and then once again powered by Ox Studio, right? And then if you look at some of the art, it's like this really cool, like distorted, like I get Real Monsters, Rugrats vibes here. And if you look at this, it's definitely different. I mean, I'm not too familiar with the actual artist here, but if you look at through here and like the engagement, everything's really, really, really healthy. And then Lonely Pop, once again, 62,000 followers, and we covered this in the previous videos. And then we're going through here, Dreamy, and then Metabucks. So Metabucks, this is separate from Ox Studio. This is another collection that is doing a really good job with co-marketing with really small small NFT collections like 3,333 or sub 1,000. And right now, from the actual founders and team, they're awesome from the founders, and it's Discord locked. This NFT collection is NFT banners with cool matching profile pictures. So this is a little snapshot of the actual I guess, content and media. These are some of the profile pictures, but essentially I'm still trying to validate this, but I believe you get 2 NFTs in one. You get the banner and the main profile picture. So just kind of case in review, right? This is the first NFT project, Dreamy, a part of the Ox Studio ecosystem. Looking at the actual team, they are doxed, and then the other is Lonely Pop, and then this is Ugly Peoples. And then if you look at the Ox Studio OG Pass, that's something that I'm going to be gunning for this weekend. And then if you look at MetaBucks, they also are an official partner of Atomo Kids, which is like a sub, I think like 1,000 NFT collection. So and if you look at people who they follow, I mean, I've already done some research on these guys, and it looks like they check out. I like their mods. I like what they're doing and building as a community. So if you're able to get whitelists on these, you won't be rugged, you won't be burned. It's really up to you to complete your thought in terms of kind of your investing strategy. These are all NFT collections that I'm going to be gunning for whitelists, and that I feel really bullish on if they're able to execute, and if I'm able to get whitelist, I'll definitely be max minting here. So thanks for watching today's video. Going to be sharing some more information down in the video description below. But if you have any comments, or if you have any hookups and plugs in terms of what the culture and project is like, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and hope you have a great weekend, and good luck with any mints or kind of plays that you're doing in the NFT land. Thanks. Bye.